Sorry about that, I was just interrupted. So now that we have the throttle wide open, and you look down your CARB and you notice that the slide is not all the way open. Remember, the slide controls the air and the fuel. This tapered jet right here, the higher the slide is pulled open, the more fuel, and the higher the slide to wide open, the more air. What you should have is this slide. Now watch. That right there, my friends, is wide open. Okay? If you go and open your throttle all the way and it's like this or like this, what is happening is you're losing 10 to 15% of your top end because it's not fully open. That is where, if I can get that to sit right, that is where these adjustments come in. Right here. This adjustment, which can be opened up, and you have a lock nut right there. You also have this adjustment right here that does the same thing. If you screw this out, it makes this cable longer and this one shorter, which means if the cable is shorter, that the throttle is going to pull more of that cable. Now I've got a lot of questions about, well, I have a motocross bike and the carburetor is right in the middle underneath the tank and I can't look at it. That's no problem. What you want to do is this. You want to have a friend, or what you can do is tape the throttle wide open if you're alone. Tape it wide open to the handle here. Reach down under the air cleaner and use your finger and feel. Feel if that's wide open or not. A lot of people don't check on all of their carbs. Now, think about it. A lot of people out there, do you know this trick? Because if you don't, then you may not be getting full power. And me, I'm always experimenting with the deal. Now, as you can see right here on the other side, that slide, that D slide can go all the way open. Theoretically, it can go, now watch. It can go all the way to right there, which it doesn't do, but it can. Now, if you look down the throat, you will notice that the full circumference of the air horn and the inlet are absolutely open. Let's see if we can get a better light on that. They're absolutely open. So that's the trick. You want to have your throttle cable adjusted so that at rest your slide is all the way down, and at full throttle you want to make damn sure, this is the deal, that it is that's not even all the way open right there. You want to make sure that it opens all the way so that you can look down that bunghole right there and there is no obstructions there. And even that, you see that little tiny tip on the top, that's not even wide open. It's got to go a tiny bit more than that. Now it's easy to adjust. Like I said, you can adjust it here or here. And one thing, there's a reason that these have a lock nut on them. That is a lock nut, the bottom thing. Your adjustments right here, this is your lock nut. Now I cannot stress this enough. This is your adjustment, this is your lock nut. Okay? If you adjust your carburetor cable with the vibrations and everything else, if you not use the lock nut and lock your cable down, it will slowly spin inwards and you'll get back down to no adjustment. So you want to have a little, I don't know, 10 millimeter wrench here, and maybe, I think this is 11 millimeter. You do your adjustment, you put your 10 millimeter wrench on here. See if I got one up here. Probably don't. This is your 10 millimeter wrench right here. You want to put that on your adjustment. Then you want to get your 11 millimeter wrench, or that's another 10 millimeter, and you want to crank down your lock nut to the adjustment. You want to do that there, and you want to do that right up here, because the vibration will make it come loose and your adjustment's worthless. So that's the tip for the day on how to get maximum throttle range with your whatever throttle you're using, whatever cable you're using. And I hope that can help some people out there. Remember, I don't know everything. I'm just a lone voice in the wilderness. I got one bike in the whole state. I've learned all this by doing, half of me is German, and so I want to do things precise. That's why America drives me nuts when they build all this absolute junk and they want top dollar for it. So that's the tip of the day, how to get your slide to fully open, and I will guarantee you, you will get a lot more power if that is your wide open and you adjust it so that becomes your wide open. You will get a lot more power and you'll be amazed, because the carburetor is designed at wide open to have this bore on both sides fully open. And as you can see, the needle jet right there controls the fuel. The fuel is shot up through that little tiny orifice right here on the bottom. So the higher the tapered needle jet comes out of there, the more fuel comes out. The more fuel, the more air that runs through an engine will create more horsepower. Alright. Next video is going to be on how to lube a cable the right way.